Mga pangyayari sa politika, kalagayan sa ekonomiya, mga kaganapan sa entertainment at iba pang mga balitang pambansa. Pinas Update, maging updated sa balita upang maging makabuluhang mamamayan ng ating bansa.
Pwede lang basbasan ng mga pari ang mga same-sex couples ay mismo kay Pope Francis, pero meron itong mga kondisyon at hindi ito katumbas ng kasal.
4 na taon nang magkasintahan sina Marky Alonsabe at Drew Wins.
Talagang tinanggap niya kung sino ako. He never asked that, and he gives me all the love that I need and the respect that I need.
Ang kanilang pag-ibig ay isang klase ng pagmamahalang hindi kinikilala ng simbahang Katolika. Hindi payag ang simbahan na ikasal si Marky na isang trans woman at si Drew isang cisgender man o straight. Pero pwede na raw sila ngayong basbasan ng mga pari. Inaprubahan niya ng Vatican sa pamamagitan ng deklarasyon ni Pope Francis. Pero meron itong mga limitasyon, bagamat pwedeng magbigay ng blessing ang mga pari sa mga same-sex couple o yung tinatawag na couples in irregular situations, hindi ito dapat kahawig ng seremonya ng kasal. Ibig sabihin, basbas lang ang ibibigay, pero hindi ito katumbas ng pagpapakasal. Pwedeng magpa-bless kapag bumisita sa Catholic shrine, kapag nasa pilgrimage, o di kaya kapag may nakasalubong na pari sa kalsada. Bakit nga ba pumayag ang Vatican na basbasan ang mga same-sex couple? Anila, hindi kailanman tinatalikuran ng Panginoon ang sinumang lumalapit sa kanya. Ang pagbabasbas din daw ay paraan para lalong mapalakas ang pananampalataya sa Diyos. Happy naman si Marky na pwede silang magpabasbas.
I'm also a believer of God, of Christ, and I believe in a Bible verse saying that's love, faith, and hope, and the greatest of all is love, and that's all we need in this world.
Sa kabila niyan, ikakasal sina Marky at Drew sa Canada. Para naman sa isang mambabatas, suntok sa buwan na payagan ng same-sex marriage sa Pilipinas.
Naniniwala pa rin ako that the Filipino families still believe in the culture of the family na ibig sabihin nun is between a man and a woman. Hindi ko alam kung ano magiging resulta nito. The fact is this, no? Wala pa naman tayong bill sa Congress on same-sex marriage. So, palagay ko, hindi mangyayari yan at this point in time.
Ayon naman kay Lingayen Dagupan Archbishop Socrates Villegas, blessing of mercy ang pagdarasal sa mga couple in an irregular situation. Paghingi ito ng awa sa Panginoon nang sa gayon ay maging regular ang kanilang relasyon. Hindi man bukas ang simbahan at ang kongreso sa kasalang same-sex, mananatili sa LGBT community ang pag-ibig.
I'm just glad to see people innovating and being more open. My love is unchanged. It is what it is.
Do see it generally as a positive development. I think it's good to appreciate the history behind this. Diba, it wasn't so long ago na we've had people of faith saying na makasalanan ang maging LGBT, na wala kayong karapatan maging part ng simbahan. But now we're seeing a change in tone. We're talking about culture. I was listening to your input earlier. Culture doesn't change overnight, diba? We understand that. So we welcome any sort of positive step forward, and this is one of them.
Have you seen the statement of Archbishop Soc Villegas about the landmark ruling that we talked about? Nabasa mo
Yeah,
ba
I
yun?
did. And I do expect na even here in the Philippines, it's still going to be a divided opinion among many people of faith. Because I have worked with, Bahaghari has worked with other Christian denominations, religious bodies, who openly say that they are in support of LGBT rights. So it also remains to be seen how the Catholic Church more broadly will recognize this. But I do want to point out the thing that was raised earlier, we're talking about the Catholic Church, and it's another thing entirely. If we're talking about the law of the land, because ideally there should be a separation of church and state.
O, kamusta naman yung sa kabilang side, no? Let's talk about the government and the law side of it all. A lot of the things that you are fighting for, where are those at this point? For example, kanina sabi nga ni Representative Benny Abante, although we know where he's coming from, he's very religious, he expressed opposition to the Pope's ruling. Kamusta yung laban ninyo when it comes to SOGI, etc.?
Okay. Well, when it comes to LGBT rights, di ba? Even when it comes to women's rights, napakaraming anggulo yan. Marriage equality is just one of them. Ang isa pong pinaglalaban natin ngayon, the SOGI Equality Bill, or it's basically a law that protects all of us against gender-based discrimination. If we look at, we observe the hearings, nakaupo rin po ako dun sa hearings sa House of Representatives. Actually, most of our legislators are either open to it or supportive of the SOGI Equality Bill. But we have people, with all due respect, people like Penny Abante, and I'll state it bluntly, they are a very loud minority in Congress and the Senate who are, and I think it's very unfortunate, making it, they're dedicating their entire political careers to preventing other people from enjoying their rights. But again, I do feel na a conversation like this, it is also why we welcome such a statement by the Pope. Even if we have conditions, it's still a step forward. And it still puts the question that people in Congress, in the Senate, people who are writing our laws, who should be serving us as their constituents, if the Pope himself, regardless of all these conditions, thinks that LGBT couples should be recognized,
bilang pastor na rin po and very vocal na lawmaker, ano ba ang fears natin dito? Ano bang bubuksan nito? For example, itong mere fact pa lang na pagbibigay, pag-approval ng blessings ng Vatican coming from Pope Francis mismo. Kasi understand, hindi lang po siya, it's like a decision po ng buong members ng kanilang mga bishops sa Vatican. Parang ano po yung tingin yung may concern ba kayo, fears, anything na tingin medyo alarming dito sa ginawang historic move po ng Vatican?
Yes, that's true. In fact, when the gay rights bill was filed in Congress in 2004, I've always stood against it. No? Gay rights bill pa naman yun. Noong araw, gay rights pa lamang yun. Pero ngayon, nadagdagan na yan, naging LGBTQ plus na, no? Dumadami. Oo. Now, you do not know kung ano pang may lalagay doon, no? Sapagkat LGBTQ I plus, no? So, meron pang idadagdag doon. So, yun ang fear ko na the special rights can actually cover so many sa akin, so many things that we are not even we do not even accept as Filipinos sa kultura natin, no. Naniniwala pa rin ako that the Filipino families still believe in the culture of the family na ibig sabihin nun is between a man and a woman. Naniniwala pa rin ako na the Filipino family is still old-fashioned. So, hindi ko alam kung ano magiging resulta nito. The fact is this, no? Wala pa naman tayong bill sa Congress on same-sex marriage. So, palagay ko hindi mangyayari yan at this point in time. You know? Yung SOGI bill meron, pero mahihirapan siguro din maipasa yan sa Kongreso at this time.
Ano yung fear natin na ito nag-umpisa na sa pagbibigay ng approval for blessings sa mga same-sex couple? Ano yung mga mangyayari?
You're opening the Pandora's box of everything. When before it was not actually accepted. Now I'm not against. As I've said, I will not in any way, discriminate on your lifestyle. If that's what you want, no? Pero ako, they should not also try to hinder me from saying things that I believe in, no? According to what I believe in. Is that, for example, like ako, talagang ang paniniwala ko is biblical advocacy. So, I should be given the right also to say something about that. Now, of course, sa akin, same-sex marriage should not even be legislated sa akin. No? And I don't even think the Roman Catholic Church would want to legislate same-sex marriage in their own religion. Although ngayon, medyo nagiging bukas na isipin nila tungkol dito. the fact na marami na, pero still hindi ibig sabihin porque dumadami yan, nagiging tama. I mean, it is not what the majority believe in. It is what the truth says. It is what ano ba talaga ang totoo? Ano ba talaga ang divine approach dito? Oo. We ought not to forget that we still believe in God. And what God says must always be accepted, even if it is not welcomed by the majority. You see? Kasi divine truth yan eh. Divine truth yan eh. Yun ang sa akin. Now, sapagkat nasalita ng Roman Catholic Church, ibig sabihin, we're now actually dwelling on divine truth. Sa amin, syempre, that is actually not acceptable to us because divine truth tells us that it's against God's law. You see? Now, hindi na ito secularly. Hindi na secular to eh. Hindi na ito civil. Hindi na ito gawa ng legislation na ng gobyerno, kundi this is now a proclamation of a certain religion. So therefore, we're now dwelling on divine truth. So what does other religions think about this? Like for example, the Muslims, would they accept it? Or the others, the Jewish people, for example. When it comes to biblical truth, we still believe in what the Bible says. And if it's against God, then it's against God. Kahit na ito acceptable pa ng ibang mga relihiyon o ibang mga majority of people, yet if it is against God, against law, then I will always agree with God's law than any kind of law for that matter.
Thank you so much, Kong. Kasi ang dating parang kinukonsinti na ng simbahan.
Well, in a way siguro ganon, no? But still, yung mga naniniwala sa same-sex union still should realize na gagawin ba ng Roman Catholic Church to not only legitimize but conduct marriages on same-sex union, which I doubt it at this point in time. Now, syempre, pag sinabi na ng Roman Catholic Pope na okay, we are not only going to give them the blessing, but we are now performing marriages, and then they're going against their own law. You see, maraming bagay na babaguhin. For example, like sa ating batas, maraming bagay na babaguhin tayo. We have to amend our laws to be able to accept same-sex union. Pero syempre, marami pa rin ng mga Christian denominations that would not agree with that. See? Because it is actually against God.
Pinas Update. Maging updated sa balita upang maging makabuluhang mamamayan ng ating bansa.